Two interventions, 53% lower dementia risk. A January 2025 meta-analysis published in GeroScience found that adherence to the Mediterranean diet reduces cognitive impairment, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease risk. Separately, resistance training performed twice weekly for 6 months induces structural brain changes that reduce Alzheimer's risk. Combined effect? Even more powerful. Today, no supplements, no medications, just 10 specific foods and 3 specific exercises, with the science showing exactly why they work and how to implement them starting tomorrow. This is the most actionable dementia prevention information based on 2025 research. Every minute of this video contains specific steps you can take immediately. Let's begin. Quick question. Are you currently doing anything specific to prevent cognitive decline? Comment yes or no. This helps me create better content for you. All research cited today is linked below. Verify everything. Section 1. The 10 Mind Diet Foods. Research presented June 2025 at the American Society for Nutrition found that participants who improved Mind diet adherence over 10 years had 25% lower dementia risk across all age and racial groups. Importantly, it's never too late to start. Middle-aged and older adults who switched to Mind showed consistent cognitive benefits. Here are the 10 food categories with specific targets. Write these down. Food 1. Green leafy vegetables, 6 servings per week minimum. Kale, spinach, collard greens, lettuce, Swiss chard, arugula, bok choy. Why? Research examining postmortem brain tissue found those in the highest tertile of green leafy vegetable intake had significantly less Alzheimer's disease pathology, specifically less beta-amyloid plaque and neurofibrillary tangles. How much? 1 serving equals 1 cup raw or half cup cooked. 6 per week means roughly 1 daily. Practical? Add spinach to eggs, kale in smoothies, mixed green salad with dinner. Food 2. Other vegetables, 1 serving daily minimum. All non-leafy vegetables, broccoli, carrots, peppers, tomatoes, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, squash. Why? Antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, fiber. Different vegetables provide different protective phytonutrients. How much? Minimum 1 serving daily. More is better. Practical. Roasted vegetables with lunch or dinner, raw peppers and carrots as snacks. Food 3. Berries. 2 servings per week minimum. Specifically blueberries and strawberries. Why? The Mind diet uniquely emphasizes berries over other fruits because anthocyanins, the compounds giving berries their color, cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in brain regions involved in learning and memory. Studies show berry consumption slows cognitive decline. How much? Half cup fresh or frozen berries equals 1 serving, 2 per week minimum. Practical. Berries in morning oatmeal or yogurt. Frozen berries blend easily into smoothies and cost less. Food 4. Nuts. 5 servings per week minimum. All nuts, but especially walnuts for omega-3 content. Why? Nuts provide healthy fats, vitamin E, and minerals. Walnut consumption specifically has been associated with improved cognitive function scores. How much? 1 serving equals 1 ounce or roughly a small handful. Practical. Nuts as mid-afternoon snack, chopped walnuts on salads, almond butter on whole grain toast. Food 5. Olive oil, primary fat. Extra virgin olive oil specifically. Why? Polyphenols and monounsaturated fats reduce inflammation and improve vascular health. How much? 2 tablespoons daily. Practical. Use for salad dressings, drizzling over vegetables, and gentle sautéing. For high-heat cooking, use avocado oil instead to preserve olive oil's benefits.
Food 6. Whole grains. 3 servings daily minimum. Oatmeal, quinoa, brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole grain pasta, barley, farro. Why? Whole grains provide steady glucose to the brain, your brain's primary fuel. They also provide B vitamins and fiber, which support gut microbiome diversity, which affects brain health. How much? 3 servings daily. 1 serving equals 1 slice whole grain bread, half cup cooked grains, or 1 cup whole grain cereal. Practical. Oatmeal for breakfast, quinoa or brown rice with lunch, whole grain bread for sandwiches. Food 7. Fish. 1 serving per week minimum. Specifically fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, trout, herring. Why? Omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, are structural components of brain cell membranes. Regular fish consumption is consistently associated with slower cognitive decline. How much? Minimum 1 serving weekly. The Mediterranean diet recommends 2 to 3 weekly. Practical: grilled salmon for dinner, canned sardines on crackers, baked cod with vegetables. Food 8. Beans and legumes, 3 servings per week minimum. Black beans, chickpeas, lentils, kidney beans, pinto beans, split peas. Why? Plant-based protein, fiber, B vitamins, and minerals. Beans stabilize blood sugar and support gut microbiome diversity, which affects brain health. How much? Half cup cooked beans equals 1 serving. Practical: bean soup, hummus with vegetables, beans added to salads, lentil pasta. Food 9. Poultry. 2 servings per week minimum. Chicken or turkey, not fried. Why? Lean protein source. The MIND diet emphasizes poultry over red meat. How much? 3 to 4 ounces per serving. Practical: grilled chicken breast, turkey in sandwiches, baked chicken with vegetables. Food 10. Limited wine. Optional: 5 ounces daily maximum. Red wine specifically if you drink alcohol. Why? Moderate red wine consumption has been associated with reduced dementia risk in some studies, possibly due to resveratrol and other polyphenols. However, alcohol also carries risks. Important: if you don't drink, don't start. Benefits are modest and uncertain. If you do drink, limit to 5 ounces daily maximum.
Foods to limit. The MIND diet also specifies what to minimize. Red meat, less than 4 servings per week. Butter and margarine, less than 1 tablespoon daily. Cheese, less than 1 serving weekly. Pastries and sweets, less than 5 servings weekly. Fried foods, less than 1 serving weekly. These foods promote inflammation, vascular damage, and metabolic dysfunction, all increasing dementia risk. The MIND diet uses a scoring system, maximum 15 points. Higher scores equal lower dementia risk. Research shows even modest improvements, increasing your score by just a few points, provides measurable cognitive benefits. If you're getting actionable information, hit like so others find this. Subscribe for more research-backed health strategies. Now, the exercise protocol. Section 2. The 3 resistance exercises. Why resistance training specifically? April 2025 research in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found resistance exercise therapy improves cognitive function in patients with Alzheimer's disease and muscle atrophy. The mechanism: resistance training releases irisin, an exercise hormone that reduces beta-amyloid protein levels and enhances neprilysin, an enzyme that breaks down amyloid. Additionally, a 2024 narrative review found resistance training induces structural brain changes in older adults associated with lower Alzheimer's risk. The dose response: minimum 2 sessions weekly for 6 months. Greatest effects in those already experiencing cognitive decline. Resistance training increases hippocampal and cortical volume, the exact brain regions that shrink in Alzheimer's disease. Here are 3 exercises providing maximum benefit with minimum equipment. You can do these at home. Exercise 1. Squat to chair. Why this exercise? Squats are the single best lower body exercise, activating glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, core. Lower body strength directly correlates with cognitive function in elderly adults. The chair variation makes it safe and scalable. Brain benefit. Compound movements like squats require coordination, balance, and proprioception, all functions controlled by brain regions vulnerable to Alzheimer's disease. How to perform. Cross arms over chest or extend forward for balance. Push hips back as if sitting down. Lower until buttocks lightly touch the chair. Don't fully sit. Immediately stand back up, pushing through heels, squeezing glutes. That's 1 rep. Tempo. 3 seconds down, 1 second up. Control matters more than speed. Starting dose. 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Progression. Week 1 through 4, same protocol. Week 5 through 8, add a pause at the bottom. Hold for 3 seconds when touching chair before standing. Week 9 plus, hold light weights. Start with 5-pound dumbbells. Safety. If you have knee problems, don't go as low. Partial range of motion still provides benefits. Never push through sharp pain. Exercise 2. Push-up variation. Why this exercise? Push-ups work chest, shoulders, triceps, and core. Upper body strength maintains independence, lifting objects, opening doors, or catching yourself if you stumble. Brain benefit. Push-ups require full-body coordination and activate core stabilizers, which send proprioceptive signals to the brain. How to perform. 3 variations, from easiest to hardest. Variation A, wall push-ups. Stand arm's length from wall, hands on wall, shoulder height and width. Lean forward, bending elbows. Lower until nose nearly touches wall. Hold 1 second, push back to start. Variation B, countertop push-ups. Same movement, but hands on kitchen counter, more challenging than wall. Variation C, floor push-ups from the knees. Hands and knees on floor, hands slightly wider than shoulders. Lower chest toward floor, push back up. Never force full push-ups if you can't maintain good form. Starting dose. Choose variation where you can complete 8 to 12 reps with good form, 2 sets. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Progression. Master 1 variation before progressing to next. Week 1 through 4, wall push-ups. Week 5 through 8, countertop. Week 9 plus, from knees or full push-ups if able. Tempo. 2 seconds down, 1 second pause, 2 seconds up. Control is crucial. Safety. Never allow lower back to sag. Keep core tight throughout. Exercise 3, bent over row. Why this exercise? Rows strengthen upper back, lats, biceps, rear shoulders. Critical for posture. Good posture ensures proper blood flow to brain and prevents falls. Brain benefit. Pulling movements activate scapular stabilizers and postural muscles, requiring complex neural coordination. How to perform. You need light dumbbells, water bottles, or resistance bands. Dumbbell version. Hold weight in right hand, place left hand on chair for support. Step right foot back, left foot forward, split stance. Hinge at hips, back straight. Let right arm hang straight down. Pull elbow up toward ceiling, bringing weight to rib cage. Squeeze shoulder blade. Lower slowly. Complete all reps one side, switch sides. Band version. Anchor resistance band at waist height, around sturdy furniture leg. Hold both handles, step back until band has tension. Pull handles toward rib cage, squeezing shoulder blades together. Return slowly. Starting dose. 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps per arm. Rest 90 seconds. Progression.
Week 1 through 4, body weight or very light resistance. Week 5 through 8, increase resistance slightly. Week 9 plus, continue increasing resistance as able. The goal is progressive overload, gradually increasing difficulty over time. Tempo: 2 seconds pull, 1 second squeeze at top, 3 seconds lower. Safety: never round your back. If you feel it in lower back, reduce range of motion or weight.
The complete protocol: Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Friday. Minimum 2 days per week with at least 1 day rest between sessions. Warm-up: 5 minutes walking or marching in place. Workout: Exercise 1, squats, 2 sets. Exercise 2, push-ups, 2 sets. Exercise 3, rows, 2 sets. Rest 90 seconds between all sets. Cool down: 5 minutes gentle stretching. Total time: 25 to 30 minutes per session. That's it. 50 to 60 minutes per week total. But those 60 minutes can literally change your brain structure. The research shows effects compound over time. 6 months minimum to see structural brain changes on MRI. 12 months for maximum cognitive benefits. Consistency beats intensity. Never skip more than 3 consecutive days. Section 3. Why this combination works. Diet and exercise don't just add, they multiply. Here's the biology. Mechanism 1. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, production. Both the mind diet foods and resistance exercise increase BDNF. BDNF is like fertilizer for brain cells. It promotes new neuron growth, strengthens existing connections, and protects against neurodegeneration. The mind diet provides nutrients necessary for BDNF production. Resistance exercise triggers BDNF release. Together, they create optimal conditions for brain plasticity. Mechanism 2. Inflammation reduction. The mind diet is anti-inflammatory, rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and polyphenols. Resistance training also reduces systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation accelerates Alzheimer's pathology. Reducing it from both angles provides compounding protection. Mechanism 3. Vascular health. Alzheimer's isn't just about amyloid plaques. Vascular dysfunction, poor blood flow to the brain, contributes significantly. The mind diet improves vascular health through better blood pressure, cholesterol, and reduced arterial stiffness. Resistance training improves vascular function through increased nitric oxide production and improved endothelial function. Healthy blood vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients to brain cells while removing waste products, including amyloid. Mechanism 4. Insulin sensitivity. Type 2 diabetes dramatically increases Alzheimer's risk, so much so that some researchers call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. The mind diet emphasizes low glycemic foods, fiber, and healthy fats, all improving insulin sensitivity. Resistance training is one of the most powerful interventions for improving insulin sensitivity, even more than aerobic exercise. Better insulin function means better brain metabolism. Mechanism 5. Gut-brain axis. The mind diet's fiber from vegetables, whole grains, beans, and berries feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce brain inflammation and support cognitive function. Exercise also modifies gut microbiome composition favorably. The gut-brain connection is a major research frontier in Alzheimer's prevention. Mechanism 6. Irisin and myokines. Resistance exercise releases muscle-derived factors called myokines. Irisin, specifically, crosses the blood-brain barrier and directly reduces amyloid beta levels. It also promotes neurogenesis, new neuron formation in the hippocampus. Diet alone doesn't trigger irisin release. Exercise is required. The synergy. Doing diet without exercise. You get nutritional benefits, but miss exercise-specific neuroprotection. Doing exercise without diet.
You get structural brain changes but lack nutritional building blocks and anti-inflammatory support. Doing both? Multiplicative effect. Each intervention enhances the other's benefits. The research quantifies this. Mind-diet adherence alone, approximately 25% risk reduction. Resistance training alone, structural brain changes reversing Alzheimer's-associated atrophy. Combined, some researchers estimate 50 to 60% risk reduction when both interventions are sustained long-term.
Closing. 10 foods, 3 exercises, 53% lower dementia risk. The science is clear. The protocol is simple. The only question is whether you'll take action. All research linked below. Verify everything yourself. Comment which food you're adding first and which exercise challenges you most. Your experience helps this community. Subscribe for more evidence-based health strategies that actually work. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today.